Welcome back to another episode of House Edge. We are doing our separate episodes this week as me and Rob are with our families for Thanksgiving. I'll start off with my NFL plays this week, going with the Giants plus 3.5 against the Cowboys. I think Drew Lock is an upgrade from DeVito. He's going to try to prove himself since they skipped over him and played DeVito in the last game. And the Cowboys, I think, had a game that they're not going to be able to repeat from last week. They should have lost that game. I think the Commanders should have gone for 2. Next, I'm taking the Colts 2.5-point favorites over the Pats. The Pats, one of the worst offensive lines I've ever seen. And Drake May, I feel bad for him. He's a sitting duck out there. I think the Colts will take advantage of that, win this game by at least 3. Then the Titans plus 6.5 over the Commanders. The Commanders have not looked like the Commanders we saw at the beginning of the season. They need to find more ways for Jaden to get involved and run better patterns, basically, for him to throw the ball. Titans, on the other hand, they have looked very good. Calvin Ridley, please cash my parlay. Keep getting yards like you have been. Next, I'm taking the Eagles plus 3 over the Ravens. This Eagles team, they're really good. They're peaking at the right time. The Ravens are lucky that Quentin Johnson cannot catch last week. They should not have covered that game, but they did. Lost my bet. I think the Eagles will be able to win this outright against the Ravens, make a statement, trying to be the best team in the NFC. And last, I'm taking the Bills 6.5-point favorites over the 49ers. This 49ers team, they're not the team that we've been used to seeing the last few years going to the Super Bowl. And the Bills, on the other hand, they are a juggernaut this year, and I think they're the team to beat in the AFC. For my parlay, I'm taking 2 games over 47.5, the Miami-Green Bay game and the Chargers-Falcons game. Both of the lines are the same, plus 261 if you combine them. Hopefully I can cash another NFL parlay, trying to keep them simple. And then for my college plays this week, I'm going to be taking Tulane minus 13.5 over Memphis. I mean, Tulane's a very strong team. They've been blowing out opponents, and Memphis, mediocre teams struggling against teams like UTSA, North Texas. So I'll take Tulane there. Then I have Georgia Tech plus 19.5 over Georgia. I think this game is going to be a lot closer than people think. Georgia Tech's got a good football team, and UGA is not the team we've been used to seeing as well. Then the rivalry game, Minnesota-Wisconsin. I mean, this is a big one. I mean, all of these are rivalry games, but this is a big one for these two programs, and Minnesota has a chance to keep Wisconsin out of a bowl game. I think they're going to capitalize on that. Then lastly, I am taking the Fighting Irish 7.5-point favorites over USC. The Notre Dame is just the much better team here. They're trying to get into the playoff, prove that they belong there, and I think they're going to blow out USC. USC is just not very good. And for my college parlay, I'm taking a spread and then padding it with a few money line plays. I'm taking SMU minus 13.5 against Cal. SMU did right by me last week. I'll give them another chance this week. They've been covering spreads like crazy. Arizona State money line over Arizona. Miami money line over Syracuse. Texas money line over Texas A&M. Do your job. You basically have to win to get into the playoff for these 3 teams. Maybe Texas is the only one that still gets in with a loss. That puts the parlay at plus 348. Hoping to get on the board in college this week. But that rounds out my plays for NFL Week 13 and College Football Week 14. We will see you guys next time. Happy Thanksgiving. Good luck with your bets.